Hello and welcome back to the MoldyWorm Gaming channel. My name is MoldyWorm41975 and today we are streaming our first episode of our Farming Sim Let's Play series here on the channel. So I got Farming Sim about 6 months ago, and I made that one video on the channel you might have seen where I did a Farming Sim speed build. So I built a farm with the farm creator sort of mode, and that's the only video that I've made on the channel so far. But at the end of that video I did say that I was going to be doing a Let's Play series, which I have been meaning to do since the game came out, but things came up and I just never got around to it. But today we are streaming our first episode, and this is going to be a Let's Play series that I'm going to try and keep up with on the channel. So if you want to keep up to date with our Farming Sim Let's Play series, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be product plugging right from the beginning here. But we're jumping in today after the Anderson Group equipment pack has been added to the game. You can see on the left hand side of the screen, just there, you can see that little I don't know how we get to that. We can't actually get to it. But the Anderson Group equipment pack has been added to Farming Sim, so it's a great addition to the game. If you like baling and hay timing in Farming Sim, you definitely need to get this equipment pack. It's absolutely amazing. But today we're going to be starting our Let's Play series, as I've mentioned. I do already have 2 save games in Farming Sim. Save game 1 is just something I was testing out. I was just testing out that map actually, and save game 2 has been my main map since the game came out. But today we are going to be jumping in to a new save game. We're going to be starting right from scratch. But before we do that, I want to just quickly check out any new mods that have been added. So what we're going to do, make sure you hit that show all mods button. We can see there is a couple of new maps actually. We've got 3 new maps that have been added. So we've got a forestry map, we've got this is sort of like a countryside, just a normal one. It does look quite small though. And we've got Welker Farms. This one looks quite big. I think this one's in America as well. Yeah, Central Montana, so that one's an American map. It's a 10,000 acre farm, and you can see from the map there, they're nice big square fields that we can just get into. We've got a bunch of other maps downloaded. I've not got all of them downloaded, but today we are going to be hopping into one of them. Haven't actually decided which map we're going to play just yet. We've got a few mods that we need to update, so I'm just going to update those real quick. We've got the Big Buds trucks here, a couple of tractors as well that are new. We've got the Case Optum. You know what, why not, let's get that in there. We've also got the John Deere 8R series. Not a big fan of that, so we're going to leave that one out actually. We've also got the 9RT over here. I'm going to leave that one out as well. Not a huge fan of that. We've got the Chrome Big X forage harvester. I'm going to just update that. And we got these little harvester headers. I don't really think we need those. Front loaders, we've got just a new grab thingy, we don't need that. Wheel loaders, we've got this one that needs updating. Disc harrows, yeah, we don't really need them. Baling technology, so we've got a couple of new sort of bale spikes that can go on the front of the tractor. Not really that useful, so I'm going to leave them out. We've got a bunch of stuff actually. We've got the John Deere T560 pack. We're going to leave that out, we don't really need that. We've got a bunch of stuff to update. Gameplay, we've got the diesel mod, we don't really need that. We've got the Edgefield roller, we don't really need that. That one needs updating, so we're just gonna... I probably should have updated some of these things before we got into the game. I'm just gonna check out all of this stuff. I'm just gonna check out all of the new stuff, like, quickly. We've got a new plough, it's only a very little plough, so there's not much point. These both need updating. We've got a new sprayer. We don't really need a new sprayer. We've got a couple of small tractors as well. So we've got a bunch of small tractors that actually need updating. We've got a new medium tractor as well. We've got some that need updating. We've got that harvester pack. We've got a bunch of new stuff. Some of it is overlapping. So... yeah, what we're going to do is go to the update tab, and I'm just going to update all of these real quick. We've got a couple of comments. We've had a comment from we've got some comments from Just Lollygagging. He says, have you downloaded Detroit Become a Human? I have not. I have no idea what that is. Never heard of it before. But we got 3 people watching the stream now. Hello and welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying so far. It's a little bit boring at the moment. All we're doing is updating some of our mods. But after this, we're going to be jumping in to our first bit of gameplay. Okay, that. There we go, and I think that is the last one. Yeah, so we just need to wait for those to sort of update quickly. I don't think they'll take too long. But whilst we're doing that, whilst they're updating, and we're going to actually have a little look which thingy we're going to be, which map we're going to be playing on. I'm going to be playing this on Farm Manager, I think, because we don't start with any equipment. All we start with is a bunch of, I think we get about £1 million, so I'm going to be starting on Farm Manager. We're not going to be going on Ravenport. I'm not a huge fan of the Ravenport map. Fellsbrunn is quite a nice map, but I would quite like to take one of the mod maps just because they're a little bit nicer. We've got Old Farm Countryside. I do like this map. This looks really nice. We've got Marwell Manor. I've played Marwell Manor. That's a really good map. We've got Alps Panorama at the Northern Sea. We've got Grizzly Mountain. That's a forestry map. We're not going to be doing a forestry map. We've got Hagenstead, which is from Farming Sim 13. So I played Farming Sim 13. That's a nice flashback. We've got Farming Legend Console. And that's actually it. The one that strikes me the most is the Old Farm Countryside. The map is a product of the imagination, and it's not based on any specific place. I like the sound of that. But to keep all the buildings and stuff, we do actually have to go on New Farmer. Because if you don't go on New Farmer, it actually gets rid of all the stuff. My character, that's my character, if you want to see what he looks like. I'm just happy with the colour and everything, so I'm just going to put that back to green. Yeah. So, we want that one, and we want to continue. There we go. And now we get to select all of our, oops, just knock the camera a little bit there. Now we get to select all of our mods, so it's automatically selected all of them, I think. The only one I'm not sure about is the no collisions mod. I've got that installed, but I actually want to just make sure that's turned on. I think it's just turned all of them on. They're all ticked, so I'm going to say yeah, okay. So let's start. There we go. It's loading in the bottom of the screen. We've got another comment from Kyle McClure. Kyle is watching the stream. I was actually talking to Kyle on the party literally before I was streaming. We've got a new series coming out on both our channels, actually. It's going to be an overlapping series. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. If you want more information, Kyle might give some information. I don't know whether he wants to. But I'm not going to give any more information other than letting you know that I've got a new series coming out soon. So make sure you stay tuned on the channel the next few weeks and you'll see what that is. Kyle says my car is orange, yeah. In the series, Kyle has a car, an orange car. That's all the information he wants to give you, I guess. I've just got my Haribos over here. I'm going to have to blur this now because I showed Haribo's logo on stream, but you know, be fine. I'm not sponsored by Haribo's, I just like Haribo's. They are very good. It's the strawberry ones, the big strawberries. They're really nice. And I've also got my drink here today. If I sound a little bit weird today, it's because I've got a cold. And if I keep looking over here, then it's because I'm looking over here at the at this screen here. So if I keep going like this, it's because I'm actually looking at the screen. I've not actually played this map yet. I'm not sure if this is an Oxygen David map. If you don't know who he is a mod creator in GT Online, in Farming Sim 19. He makes some amazing mod maps. And just based on the fact that we can actually open this gate, I have a feeling this is one of his maps. It looks like one of his maps. In his maps he always has like doors and stuff that can open. He adds like nice little textures like the cracked floor and all this sort of really cool stuff. So this is the main farm. I've not played on this map before. It's a really cool looking map though. We've got, I think this is the farmhouse here. It would look like it. Oh no, I think this is for the chickens, which we don't own. Yeah, this is definitely for the chickens. We don't own any chickens, so we can't do anything with that. Can we? Is it upstairs? Up here? I really should have checked this map out before I just started playing, but it looked like a really cool map, and I want you guys to see my sort of first impressions of the map. So let's actually open the map and have a little look. So you can see it's a pretty big map. We've got what seems to be like a hill area up here. It looks quite hilly. We've got some trees going on. There's a couple of fields up here as well. So this will be good for forestry if we want to get into the forestry layer. We've actually got the cooperative, so we've got a co-op in Farming Sim. That's pretty cool. Although we do have a supermarket down here as well. We've got the port. We've got a thread factory, we've got grain elevator, haystack, potato sales. We've got another co-op up here. Almost like the co-ops on this map. We've got a sawmill, we've got another port up here. We've got sugarcane cell, we've got like a wood cell point here, the carpentry. We've got more straw and hay sales over here, and we've got the grain elevator south over here. So it's a pretty big map. When we're driving around, it probably won't be that big. The Farming Sim maps always look much bigger than they actually are, but yeah, it's a pretty decent sized map, I would say. This is what we own so far. So we own the farmland here, which is like where the farm is located, and we also own field 30. We don't appear to own any other farms, so as you can see, we can sell land if we want to. We're not going to be selling land because we don't have a whole bunch of money. We've got 100 grand, but we do have some machinery. So we've got a Fiat over here with the row crop wheels on. We've also got our own vehicle mechanic, so that's nice. We can upgrade our tractors now, which is nice. We've also got a New Holland TX32 combine. It's got a pretty small header on there. I'd say that's about 5 meters working width, but you know, it will do what it needs to do. I think this is for more chickens. Oh, we've got a till spreader, a rear flinging till spreader. I think this is a weeder. It might also be a I can't think what they're called, like disc harrows. Oh, we've also got a header trailer, so we can put our header from the combine on there and tow it to the field. We've got another entrance over here. I'm actually going to open both of these and just leave them open because it's a pain if you have to keep opening gates, but it is a really nice touch. I like that. I'm just going to pop the camera back there. I keep knocking the camera, I'm very sorry about that. We've got ourselves a little trailer. We also have another trailer here. So we've got 2 trailers, not quite sure why, but anyway, we've got 2 trailers. Okay, getting into the tractors, this is where it is. We've got ourselves a little Fendt here with the double row crop tyres on. Okay. And we've got ourselves a nice big John Deere 6 Series. It's a nice big tractor there. I think this is in a medium category. The Fendt is a little bit too small, as is the Fiat, but you know, we're going to keep them for now because we don't have much money to purchase anything else. I'm trying to actually find where the farmhouse is. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the farmhouse, this bit. So not in there, it's like this bit. And this is where we can like sleep. But we can't do that at the moment because it's not night time. This camera is being a pain today. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, we own field 30, which is over here. I should probably have jumped in a track to show you this, but we've got this is our field. Field 30. It's not got anything in. which is a little bit of a shame, but oh well. So let's actually open up the garage, the garage, and let's just see, make sure we, oh yeah, we did see the forklift, but I didn't mention it. We've got a forklift as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so there wasn't really anything I missed off. We've got 2 trailers. I don't know why. We've got a little one and a bigger one, but the bigger one is going to be more useful. You can see it holds 10,000 litres. This one only holds 8,000. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell this one. It's totally pointless having 2 trailers, because we can only cart one at a time. So the Fiat, I don't know whether I want to keep the Fiat. I'm just going to leave it for now because it's a tractor. At the end of the day, we can hook it up to some machinery and get a worker on that. What is this thing? I forgot to actually look what this was. It's a cultivator, yeah, I thought it was. We do have a seeder as well. I didn't see the seeder. But that's going to be handy. Okay. Yeah, so we do have the no collisions mod on. We're in the combine at the moment. Yeah, there's the, we'll jump in the John Deere. Actually, before we do all this, I want to sort my settings out. Okay, so the money unit, we're going to leave in, we're going to put that to dollars because we're in America. We're going to leave it in miles and acres, that's fine. Field info and all that is fine. All that is fine. Switch to trains we want on. All that is okay. Time scale, we're going to have that as 5 times. Economic, normal. Traffic obviously on. Dirt, normal. Automatic start engine off. Stopping or braking on. All of that is fine. Plant growth is going to be normal. Plant withering we're going to have off. We're going to leave plant withering off because if we wanted to go for realistic, I would leave plant withering on, but it's such a pain in the arse to have to deal with plant withering, so I'm going to leave that turned off. Crop destruction, I'm going to leave that off as well. Periodic ploughing required, I'm going to leave on. Lime required on, and weeds. Weeds are a new addition with Farming Sim19, but they are another pain in the arse. You constantly have to attend to weeds, so we're going to turn those off as well. Save interval is fine at 15 minutes, so I'm just going to save all those settings quickly and adjust this camera again. That's much better. And yeah, this has got some big tyres on this tractor. It's a big tractor for a little farm. But the first thing we need to do is find the seeder. So we've actually got the grain hopper thingies over here as well. I didn't recall seeing the seeder. I'm going to open this gate as well. I didn't see a seeder anywhere. Was it up there? No, it's not up there. I'm going to move this out as well, because that's going to be a pain in the buttocks in there. I'm going to pop that in here for now. And this tractor, we've got some big ass wheels on this thing. The camera has flopped again, obviously. We'll just sort that out. There. That should be better now. We're going to just adjust this tractor a little bit, just to how I want it. Okay, so we can go on customize now. I don't think they had this in Farming Sim 17. I never had Farming Sim 17, so I don't know whether they had this or not. But yeah, we can now sort of customize our tractors a little bit. So you can customize the configuration, which is adding weights to the front, which I don't think we want any weights on the back, on the front, sorry. We've also then got wheel brand. We've got these, we've got Trailerborg or Nokian, I think that's how you say it. These are like grass tyres. I really don't like those, so we're not going to have those on. Then you've got the wheel setup, so you can change how the wheels are. These are actually just standard wheels with wheel weights on, and then you can opt for wide tyres if you want. You can also have just wide tyres on their own. You can have the narrow tyres, we can have the twin, or we can have the twin on the front and back. Personally, I find these really difficult to use. The camera has moved again. I'm very sorry about the camera today. Now it's too high. My camera stand is a bit loose, so what I just want to set these to normal. I don't see any point in having the wheel weights in the back. Then you've got engine setup, so you can see at the moment just under where it says the 6M series under the logo, you can see it's 153 horsepower at the moment, or 113 kilowatts of power. But we can boost that right up to the, you can see we can change the, so the max we can get out of this. We can actually downgrade it to the 142 horsepower engine. Sorry, words failed me there. Or we can upgrade it, well, that's what we've got in at the moment, or we can upgrade it to 164 horsepower. So not really that much more horsepower, but for £5 we're going to go for it. We've also taken the tyres off, so it's a little bit lighter. And yeah, I like this tractor. I'm a big John Deere fan, and I think this thing is going to be very useful. So I'm going to park this over here. Now, something I didn't actually have chance to see was where the shop is on the map. So let's have a look where that is. We've got the supermarket. I don't think that the tractors are going to be at the supermarket, honestly. Agro Lan, I think that's where it is. Agro Lan? Is this the shop? I feel like this is the shop. Doesn't look like a shop, honestly. Ah, yes, I think it is. Is this the... Okay, this is where we can get cash. But where does it give us our money? I mean, where does it deliver our tractors to? Okay, I don't think that's it. Dairy products... No. Supermarket. I don't feel like it will be at the supermarket. It could be. This is the supermarket anyway. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying tractors from the supermarket, but I just wanted to check. Doesn't look like it. No, I don't think so. We might just have to purchase something and then find out where it gets sort of dropped at. It might just go straight to the farm. I've not played this map before, so it might actually not have a shop. I'm just watching the little face cam in the thing. It's just slowly falling again. Okay. I don't think there's a shop. We do have the option up here of the shop, but that's not really helpful. That's really just not showing. We've got the animal dealer is here as well, which is something I forgot to mention. What does this do? That's the farmhouse. That's the silo. That's another silo. Ah, the shop. Here we go. Okay, so the shop is literally across the road from us. The face cam is being a pain in the ass. I'm very sorry about this. I have no idea what has happened today with this face cam. You're getting a little bit of a look around my bedroom, which only very few people get to see. Okay, hopefully that is okay now. I'm very sorry that I had to keep adjusting the camera there, but as I was mentioning, the shop is literally across the road, so our farm is here and the shop is just there, so that's absolutely super. I'm actually just going to go back to the farmhouse, which I have forgotten how we do. I'll just go to the silo. There we go. Okay, I'm going to open the garage again. Now we can have a proper good look in here. This trailer I'm going to sell, and you might be going, oh, now you've not got a trailer. I'm actually going to get a different trailer. We're going to get this trailer, and the only reason is because when you look at this trailer, it has the sort of articulated bit, and that's great for turning corners, but when you have to back one of those trailers, it's an absolute pain in the arse, so we're not going to have that. We're going to go for this trailer, which is a fixed axle. It's also a 10,000 litre to 14,000 litre upgrade, so we can carry a lot more. We can also change the tyres from Michelin, Lizard or Trelleborg. I think we're just going to go with the Lizard ones. They just look fine, so there we go. We now have a trailer. I'm going to go back on garage. We're going to sell the Fiat because it's absolutely useless. We've got two tractors. Having two tractors is fine. The forklift we could probably sell, but I'm going to keep it just for now because it'll be handy for moving stuff. I still don't know where the seeder is. So can we find the seeder on the map? How do we do that? Okay. How do we scroll through? Ah, the seeder is apparently around here somewhere. I don't know how I have missed a seeder. The seeder was in this shed. Are you actually kidding me? How did I miss this? Anyway, the seeder is in there. So we've got the seeder. We've upgraded the John Deere. I'm going to jump over now to the Fendt, and we're just going to switch this up a little bit because this thing's just looking a little bit not quite how I want it set up. We've got a weight, which is handy, so we're just going to leave the weight over here. There we go. We do have a front loader on this, which is handy. I'm going to leave the front loader on because I think that'll be quite useful. These wheels just don't look right. It's just like they've stuck 2 more wheels on the outside. It's just not quite how I want it set up. Okay, we can customize this. We can go for the Nokian. We're not going to go for the Nokian tyres. We can go for the Trelleborg or Nokian. Okay. I would just like the standard tyres. What are the wide tyres like? The standard tyres don't quite fill the wheel arches. Like, I'm a car guy, so it's not a big thing with tractors, but it just doesn't quite look right because it doesn't fill the arches. Like, you can see it's just, these fit it so much better. So we're going to put the wide tyres on. The setup, we've got 150 horsepower. We can have, okay, so it's already on the highest horsepower. And loader attachment, yeah, we want to keep that on. So we'll customize that, and there we go. We've got rid of those big ugly tyres. Let's go and put the loader attachment on to the tractor right now, and then we can just leave that on. There's no reason to take that off. It looks so much better just with these normal tyres. I'm going to actually turn the no collisions mod off in the next stream as well, because for some maps it's good. For this map it's not great. There we go. The loader is on. And we've also got pallet forks for that. So you know what? We'll put those on as well. And we're going to keep everything in the main shed for now. Well, all the tractors anyway. Because then I know where everything is. So we've got 2 decent sized tractors. The John Deere is a little bit more powerful at 164 horsepower. The Fendt is 150, but there's not really much in it. But the Fendt does have the loader attachment, which is going to be handy. We can put a loader on the John Deere if we want to, but we'll just leave it off for now. And I did not mean to drive up there. But what we need to do straight away is set everything up. And what I mean by that is we need to get some crops growing. So we're going to get our seeder here and we're going to take it to field 30, which hasn't got anything in. And we're going to plant some crops up in there. I have no idea where we fill this up. So just bear with me while I find the... Okay, that seems to be it right here. Refill seeder. There we go. Sower. Okay. It's only filled it a little bit. Aha. So we can actually fill it with fertilizer. So we can fill the we can fill it with fertilizer, and we can also fill it with seeds. Now it's asking me to refill the sower. There we go. So you can see the top one is for fertilizer and the bottom one is for our seeds. So we can fertilizer it as we go along. Fertilize it as we go along. I don't know how you say that. But we need to make sure we keep that stocked up. So we've got our little forklift to keep that stocked up. This is a little bit of a pain, but I will get over that. Just indicate that we want to go out of there. Oh, there's a big truck. I'm actually just going to back up for him because turning is not going to be easy. Right. Can we go? Yeah, there's a car coming, but we're just going to go for it. Don't do that on your driving test. I think we have to turn in here. Okay. We need to, first of all, select the seed. So I don't have a clue what we want to go for. We'll go for wheat for now. That's gonna get us something at the end of the day. And we're gonna set a worker off doing this because if I have to do this whole field while we're trying to sort stuff out, it's gonna be a pain in the backside. So there we go. If we hire a worker, they should just be happy to plod along with that. We've got wheat and it's been fertilised as well. 30%, happy with that. Okay, so we're going to be able to combine probably soon. I don't know exactly when. We're going to jump in the fence and go and pick up our new trailer because we're going to have some crop to sell in our silo. I'm hoping anyway. We're just going to leave the loader attached to this tractor. Unless it's absolutely a pain in the ass, then there's no reason to take it off. We're going out the wrong exit as well. We need to go out of here. I think we need to go right, don't we? Or do we need to go left? Where is the shop? Shop is above field. Yeah, we're gonna go left. I think we need to go left. Oops. I think we go left here, and then left again here, and it's right in front of us. I think. You can tell it, yeah, so we're right here. You can tell it has been quite a long time since I've played Farming Sim. So just bear with me on certain things. I will get the hang of it after this video. I should be okay. But today is just going to be setting up the farm, getting everything we need, planting the field up ready for harvest, and then hopefully next stream or next video we will be ready to start the farming. Okay, let's open the cover and have a look in there. It's a pretty big trailer, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a good sized trailer for what we need it to do. There we go. This thing has a terrible turning radius. I mean, it is a tractor, but I would expect a little bit more. There we go. So it's left here and then 2 right turns into the farm. Oh, he's not going to stop for me. That's helpful. So right into the farm here. Not quite sure where the turning is. It's right here. Slow down for the turning. Yeah, you can see that tree there. That's a perfect example of the no collisions mod. Why we need to turn it off, because it's actually a pain in the arse. Because it just makes us look into trees all the time, and it's not great. Okay, so let's open the cover, and we should have some crop to sell. We might not, because this is a mod map. I'm hoping we do. Usually when you start on New Farmer, you do. So let's have a look. Okay, start filling. Yes, we do. Thankfully. So, you know what? Let's just start with soybeans, I guess. And I like that this pipe is nice and high up. That means we're going to be able to... oh, that's not what I want to do. That means we're going to be able to get lorries under there nice and easily. Let's just check on our worker. He's doing alright. It's a pretty decent sized field, this as well. So that's great. And what I'm actually going to do is just turn plant growth off for now while he's planting the field up, because otherwise it's all going to grow at weird times. So plant growth off. There we go. He's trying to figure that tree out. I think it's alright. Now we need to see where we can sell soybeans for the highest. So soybeans is next to sunflowers. The highest price for them appears to be the east north part, I think. Yeah. So you can see the east north part that we're on. That appears to be the highest. 1.7. So we need to see how do we get to the east north part. I think it's supposed to be northeast part, but you know what? I think that's over here, isn't it? Yes. So it's quite a trek, but that means we will get to discover the map a little bit. So we need to go back towards the shop, and then we need to take a right turn and follow the road all the way up to the top, and then we can just follow this road along here, and that's the quickest way. So let's just go. We're discovering the map, we're selling some crop. Let's just hope this tractor is powerful enough to tow this trailer, because it is pretty big. It is a pretty big trailer for this tractor. We've got 150 horsepower on board, so we're not, you know, we're not too skimpy on horsepower. Battling the camera today is what it is. Yeah, we're alright on horsepower. It's not a huge amount, but it should be enough. And then at this one we needed to turn right. Gonna stop because I don't know where he's going. I don't know who has right away at these junctions. You can see we struggle to pull away a bit. Once we're up to speed we're fine. It's the initial getting away. Now I'm hoping there's not too many hills on this journey, because I don't reckon it will pull this trailer up too big a hill. It's alright on the flat, we're going flat out. Just as I say that, we go up a massive hill. Yeah, that slowed us down quite a bit. We're still going. We're alright. So we might have to get this tractor on the seed drill next time and get the John Deere out on the tow-in. Because this thing has not got enough power to do that. But it'll do for this journey, it'll be fine. And I'm going to have another strawberry. So at this end we needed to go right. And then we just follow this road on until we get to the port, I think. It's a pretty nice map, this, I'm not going to lie. I really like this. There's a little bit of hill. It's quite flat. It's in America, which I love. I love America, so... bit downhill, that's nice. Yeah, it's a pretty nice map. The farm thing is right next to the shop, which is always a good thing. Yeah, I like this map. I think it's going to make for a good Let's Play series. The only thing I'll say about this map is it's a big map, but the roads are quite small. Like this road I'm on is a pretty small road, so we're not going to be able to have massive machinery, which is not such a big deal, but just means we have to, you know, take into account the road size when we're purchasing machinery. We can't go too crazy, so unfortunately we're not going to be buying any big buds on this Let's Play. I don't actually know how we get to the sell point. I feel like this is not the correct route. We just go through here. I'm just stupid, that's all it is. Where is the actual sell point at? Is this one over here? Ah, here we go. This is the one. That was a little bit too fast. Okay, open the cover and we can start. How do we... There we go. That's a side tipper. I was expecting this to be a back tipper, but apparently not. Okay. We got that. That's pretty decent. So we've got a little bit more money in the bank now. We are currently paying quite a bit of money to the worker. So that's going to go down quite a bit. But let's have a little look quickly on the shop at some manure spreaders. It's not going to... Oh, we do actually have a fertilizer. So for now we can use that. But I want to get some cows in as well. Not sure what that new vehicles was that just popped up, but yeah, I want to get some cows in, get some milk made off cows, and they will also give us some manure as well. So that'll be sort of free fertilizer. But for now, we've got the fertilizer. I'm fine with using that. It looks like we're going to be making quite a few journeys today. Just trying to remember where we have to go. I think it's the next one that we have to turn. I think. No, not yet. We go right to the end. This one that we turn at. There we go. We don't actually need an indicator for there because the road just follows on, but you know what? Just so they know we're turning. Now I did leave traffic on, but I've not seen any traffic. I don't know whether they go on all the roads or whether they only go on the roads sort of near the farm area, but I've got it on just for a bit of atmosphere, but you know, honestly, the traffic's really annoying on Farming Sim. So if we don't have any traffic, I'm fine with that. It's not a big thing. That was some bad time to adjust the camera right when I was about to smash into a tree. And then at this one we do need an indicator because we're turning left here. There we go. If you don't know how to do the indicator as well, if you hold down R1, so you hold R1, you can see it doesn't actually come up on the sort of help menu, but then you just press left or right on the D-pad depending on which way you want to indicate, and the indicator will come on. So it's sort of like a hidden detail. If anybody knows how to turn on the beacons, please tell me, because I have no idea how you put the beacons on. It used to be triangle, it used to be L1 and triangle, but I've tried that, doesn't work, and doesn't work with R1 either. I've tried looking at the controls menu. I can't find it on there, so please, if anybody knows how to do that, please tell me. Soybeans, we've got 1,000 litres of soybeans left, so I don't think it's worth another trip all the way up there. Wheat, we've got quite a bit. Barley, we've got quite a bit. I think barley and wheat are the most, so if we can at least sell those today, that'll be good. We can hold up to 14,000 litres, so yeah. Now, where can we sell barley at? What's the symbol for barley? Okay, so it's the second one along, and it appears to be the grain elevator. Yeah. So where is the grain elevator? I know it's somewhere in the middle. Yeah, it's right there. So we need to go almost to where we were. So back into town, and then the first junction to the right, and then we just follow that around and we should come to the grain elevator. Okay. I'm not going to be able to make that turning with the forks on. turning radius on this thing is terrible, but it doesn't help that this thing is right here. This is a little bit in the way. That's the only annoying thing. The rest of this map I absolutely love. What are these cars stopped for? I don't know. But we're just going to indicate and pull straight out. That is how you take a turn, not when you're doing your driving test, so. Never just pull straight out. When you're on a tractor and you've got forks on the front, if any car hits you, you will be liable, but you won't be hurt. That's all I'm going to say. So we need to take the first right up here and follow the road along till we get to the grain elevator. So it's not too far. It's quite a short journey. We've got that big uphill bit coming. Yeah, it's not that big, but it really kills your speed. See, we're doing 32 and we go down to about 19. Yeah, that really kills your speed, that hill. So we're turning here. Still uphill there. There we go. So now we just follow this to the grain elevator, which should be on our left. Can we see it? I can't actually see it. It must be in a little bit of a dip just down here. Or it's hidden behind the trees, or I might have got it wrong. The grain elevator is actually... oh, it is on our left. This is a interesting road. I've also noticed there's a lot of roadworks going on this map. There's 2 bits of roadworks going on right next to each other. It's not really something you see so much in America. That's more of an English thing, roadworks, but yeah. There we go. You can actually change the tipping thing, which is what I was just doing there. So this is meant to be a back tipper, you can quite clearly see, but it does let you tip side to side. But yeah, I think it looks better as a back tipper. So we got 9 grand from that. We're almost up to 200k. So we've got a pretty decent amount. We've made quite a bit of money already, which is nice. What is this then? This is manure. Can we take this manure? I think that's to fill our thing up, but there is a new manure like trading system. This might be part of it, but if we can take this manure for like a fee or something, that would be really handy. I don't quite know how it works, so I will try and do some research on that for our next stream, but that will be definitely something that we can put in. You can see these hills really kill your speed, especially with this trailer on. This trailer, I will say, it's probably a little bit too big for the tractors we have. This trailer, the John Deere might cope with it a little better because it's got more horsepower. It is a pretty big trailer. Look, it sort of outsizes the tractor quite a bit, but you know what? It can hold a lot of grain. The tractor actually can handle the trailer reasonably well, so yeah. And it's a fixed axle trailer, so we don't have to deal with the weird backing thing, because I cannot back the articulated trailers. It's just too difficult. We've just got another message from Kyle. He says, check your Instagram after the stream. I did just see it come up on my phone, so thank you very much. Where has our worker got to? The NPCs seem to be having quite a lot of trouble with this junction. I don't know why. This seems to be the only road with cars on as well. Strange. Okay, now we'll take the wheat, and that's the last trip we'll do. We could take all these, but it's not really worth it because we've not got a whole lot of them. So that can just be for extra money if we need some funds quickly. That can be for that. That can be our sort of reserve money. There's not a whole lot in there, but you know, if we're in a tight spot, that will help us. We need to see for wheat is what we've got on board now. The best price is the, oh, it would be the west part, wouldn't it? Is 8.5. The it just says west. Did it say Westport? Yes, Westport. So that must be in the bottom corner somewhere. That's over here. Aha. That's actually not too far from where we are. So we need to go all the way. We need to go all the way in, and then up, and then across. Okay. So Westport is not too far away. I like that there's a bit of a beach. Well, not beach, but there's like a little sort of in area here. We've got a sort of big, not a city, but like a big village type bit up here, which is really nice. Always adds a bit of atmosphere. So it's a really nice map. I really like this map. I think it's Oxygen David who made this map. He's definitely done a really good job of it. So we need to go into town and then carry straight on. The cars seem to be stopping here. I don't know why that is. Does this car stop? No, that car just carried straight on. It's very strange. That car almost clipped the back of my trailer. So we need to just go straight on. And then we need to turn right here. And then it's left for the port. The port west. So we're past the hour mark. We've been streaming for an hour and 11 minutes. Not a whole lot I can comment on really. It's a really nice map, as I've mentioned. We've got the new Anderson Farm Sim19 update, which we're not really playing in this stream, but I just wanted to do a farming sim stream mainly because I've been meaning to for a while, but also because I wanted to stream something different, because we've been streaming mainly GTA and Minecraft, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. And I also wanted to start off our Let's Play series, so yeah. I'm enjoying this map so far. We've got some decent machinery already. We've got a reasonable amount of money. We're going to have even more money in just a moment. Let's see what it goes up to. If we can get 180, I'd be happy with that. Don't think we're going to get 180. We got 176, so we've got about, yeah, we got 10 grand from that, so that was pretty decent. We've also got another comment from Woody, or as you might know him, Will. He is he is featured in some of my videos. He says, "Where's the Lambo?" He doesn't mean the supercar. Well, I assume he doesn't mean the supercar. Will's favourite tractor in Farming Sim is the silver Lamborghini that you can get. I don't actually know what the model is, but you probably know the one if you play Farming Sim. I've got the mod installed, I just can't afford that tractor at the moment, so when I can, I will try and buy that tractor for you, Will. I think it's about 300 grand, that tractor, so yeah, I think 2.7 or something like that, so we're about 100 grand off buying that tractor. So sorry to burst your bubble, but we're not going to be buying a Lamborghini anytime soon. We've got two tractors at the moment. We've got the Fent right here that we're driving, and we've also got a John Deere 6 Series. So oh, that's not where I want to turn in. So we've got two pretty decent tractors. Now, I can see there's a sign here that says stop or give way. I think it's a stop sign. Yeah, it's a stop sign, so the traffic going across has right of way on that junction, which is good to know. I mean, to be honest, when you're on a tractor, you always have right of way because you're a lot bigger than all other road users. And our worker is almost finished planting the field, which is good. Yeah, they seem to get stuck on this junction. They're stuck again. I'm not sure if it's because of our worker, but you can see that white car is stopped there. Our worker's way out of the road. Let's see, if the worker carries on up the field, do they then go? Let's let him set off, and then, yeah. So as soon as he lowers the seeder down to set off, there must be a weird collision with that seeder or with the road or something. Something is a little bit wrong there, I don't quite know. But anyway, it's not a big deal really. It's just I wondered why they kept stopping there, but I think it's just because the worker's sort of like in the way of the road. So yeah, we've discovered that mystery. So let's back this trailer into the shed, because we've finished with that for now. And I want to have a look on the shop for some baling technology, because we're planting wheat up. We've got a combine that is going to be able to give us a straw swath, and we're going to get some cows in soon, and I want the cows to be making some manure, and the way that you do that is by feeding them straw bales. So for our first harvest, we're going to need some baling technology. So let's go to baling technology right here. Now, this is where it gets a bit interesting. Not the camera, the baling technology. The square balers are much more practical because you can just carry on driving and it just keeps spitting the bales out the back. You don't have to stop. Whereas the round balers, when it gets full, you have to stop, unload the bale and carry on. But the square balers, as you can see, require a lot more horsepower. So the square baler requires 140, the round baler only requires 70. So they require a lot more horsepower, and although it says you need 140, you need about 200 to actually power the baler and also be able to drive, you know, pull the trailer, because you need some horsepower left over to pull the trailer, the baler, sorry. So I don't know quite what we're going to do with this. Is this a baler? This is a baler and wrapper in one, I think. It is a round baler with a wrapper on the back. I don't think we want to wrap our thing, yeah, I don't think we want to wrap our bales, but this is an odd thing as well. This is for square bales. I think we're going to be doing round bales, honestly. We do have a couple of mod balers, so we're just going to go for the lowest horsepower baler, round baler, that we can afford. So this is 50 grand, and that requires 70 horsepower. We've got this Deutz Fahr one is 56 grand, so it's 6 grand more, but that only requires 68, so it's 2 horsepower less. There's not really much difference in that. We've also got this Kuhn baler, which is also 56 grand, and that is also 68 horsepower. Then we have, I think that's it for round balers. Yes, that is it for round balers. So we're going to go with the New Holland baler. This setup, we can have wide tyres or we can have standard. You know what? For an extra 500 quid, we're going to put some big tyres on there. There we go. We've got that baler now. Now we do need a bale collector. Now we can't use this one because that's only for square bales, so we have to get the round bale collector, which I do have, which is here. This can hold 8 bales, and it effectively just works exactly the same as the other one. So for 40 grand we can purchase that. Now we also need a way to move the bales around. So we've got our low loader, sorry, not our low loader, we've got our front loader on the tractor, so the easiest way to do this is just to put a bale spike on the front. I think that's the easiest way. Now I don't know whether we want this. This is for round bales. Cost 1.5 grand. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go for that one. I think we're gonna go for the grab rather than the spike, and we'll just keep it in grey. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll drop the forks off around here, and we'll go and pick up our new stuff from the shop. We'll just pop this next to the weight. Now we're going to have to try and remember where we leave the equipment. for when we do need it. We do have the there we go. We do have the forklift, so we can move stuff around without having to use this too much. This is more going to be for bales rather than for moving pallets, but we got the pallet forks with it, so there's no point in selling them really. So let's go to the shop and we'll go and grab the equipment. And I think our worker is just on their last stretch down the down the field, so that's good. So in the next episode we'll be able to harvest the field and also bale it, which will be nice. Yeah, they're just on their last stretch now. There is a little bit left, but yeah, I think they'll probably just leave that. If they don't, they don't. We're going immediately right again. And there we have all our new equipment. Do we have a tow bar on the front, on the back of either of these? No, we don't. So we're going to have to come back for one of them. Okay, that's no problem. We can take the forks or the bale grab thing with us though. Oops. I've purchased the wrong things, haven't I? Yes, I have. What a muppet. Yeah, they're for a telehandler. That's what happens when you go on the wrong one. So we can't... Oh, we can have a grab. Do we have a grab, or do we go for this one? I think this one is probably going to be better. We can also put it in Fent Blue. Fent Blue? Fent Green. Fent Classic. There we go. Nice Fent Green there. Got a nice bale. Got a nice bale thing on the front there. I'm live streaming. Got a nice big bale pickup on the front there. That seems to be really wide, but we'll test it out on the bales next week. We'll see how they go. It shouldn't fall through. I think it's set up for the size. Gotta give way to that guy. The NPCs, even if they're supposed to give way, don't give way. They just go for it, so it's always better to just give way, to be honest. He's just going for his last strip. No, he's done. Oops. I'm not watching where I'm going. So we've got some new equipment to bring back to the farm. We've lost quite a bit of money with these two, well, 3 bits of equipment. Not too bad, but we're below 100 grand now, so we need to just bear that in mind. And where are we going to put this? We'll put this around here, I think. Oh, we can actually put it in this shed right here. That's perfect. put it right there. There we go. And we can go... Oh, I didn't even notice this part of the farm. Let's have a look up here. I didn't even know we had this part. So, we've got this. Is this a... I think this is a silage pit. I could be wrong. It's a weird looking silage pit if it is. We've got some additional storage over here. We've got... What's this? Not sure what this thing is. It has a like seed logo. This might be for fertilizer or something, but it has like a thing that you can drop stuff off. So I don't know. We've got another one of these like weird pit things. I think they're silage pits. I'm not entirely sure. And then we've also got... Okay, so we can like back trailers up here. We've also got this shed that I didn't even see. So we've got plenty of storage, but we can back like trailers up here and tip stuff in them, which that's really handy. Sort of like a ramp type thing. So that's definitely really handy. I love the setup of this farm. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I'm not sure what these two things are, whether they're silos or not, I don't know. We'll have to test that out. In fact, can we... Does it tell us that on the map or not? I don't think it will. No, that's the main silo. So these things up here, does it tell us them? No, it doesn't tell us them. Okay. It doesn't tell us that they're bunkers, silo bunkers. I'm going to assume they are, but that's just based on I don't know what they actually are. We've also got another shed right there. We've got more than enough storage, which is brilliant. When we expand our equipment list, we're going to need all that storage. So let's go back and grab our baler though. And we're also going to need a power wash at some point. And we've got some more mods installed, so we can have a look at those in a moment, see if there's anything on there that we need. No cars coming. Oh, that car. I never know whether they're going to turn or go straight on. They seem to always be turning. So... There's no cars coming down this bit. And our nice shiny new baler, which will probably get very dirty very quickly, but you know what? Unfold, fold baler. Just checking everything is working as it should. It appears to be, which is good. So we've got a baler for our next episode, which is great. I can't actually wait to get into some farming. This video is more of just setting everything up, so it's a little bit laborious, driving backwards and forwards from the shop, but you know, we've got to set it up, make sure we've got everything we need, and then once we have, we can actually start farming. Now, the other thing I want to have a look at once we've delivered this baler is doing some client jobs. That's something we can do. And also we can have a look at buying another field and planting some grass up so we can actually get some hay ready for some cows, because that's ultimately what we need to do. We need to get everything ready for the cows. We can actually lower that without the wheels, and that's a little bit weird. So, if we just zoom out, we can actually see we own field 30 right here. But field 31 is actually out of our budget. That's 164 grand. It's roughly the same size as field 30, so a little bit short, but it is a little bit fatter. There's also, I'm just trying to look for fields that are already planted with grass. How do we do that? If we go out of here, we can go to, if we go to grass, we can see which ones are full of grass. Yeah, so field 45, field 34, field 25, field 6, they're all full of grass. There is a lot of grass around the map, but we can't just go willy-nilly getting all of the grass between. There is this big area of grass up here, but we're not going to do that because that's just a little bit weird. But we do have, was it field 5? Oh, field 6. How much is field 6? Yeah, that's way out of our budget. I think the easiest thing to do is if we purchase field 31, it does actually have sugar beet in. So we could harvest the sugar beet and then replant it up with some grass. We're going to have to take a loan out though if we want to do that. So I'm actually going to do that. We've got 85 grand, so if we go up to 160, we'll take out up to 200, and then if we go back to field 31, we can now purchase field 31, and money left over. We've got 35 grand left over. So not a huge amount, we've definitely gone down a bit, but we do now have 2 solid fields right next to the farm that are full of crop. Now, I just want to go over to field 31 and have a look at the stage of growth. Yeah, so we can see field 31 has not started growing yet. So it does have sugar beet in there. Yeah, you can see both of these 2 fields are on the growing phase. So we can now go back to plant growth and put that to fast, so they will grow at max speed. Now, another feature that we have in Farming Sim 19, if we go to the shop, sorry, I keep clicking the wrong thing, we can go to sugar beet. We need sugar beet technology. Sugar cane? No, beet technology, there we go. We can, instead of purchasing something outright, so all the equipment I've purchased so far is equipment that we're going to need on a sort of harvest to harvest basis, so it makes sense to just buy it, it's ours, we don't have to like pay for it. Well, we do have to pay for it initially, but it will pay for itself over time. But we can also like rent equipment, So if we go on this, you can see we can lease it. Now this machine is quite expensive. It's nearly 100 grand, 98 grand. So we cannot afford that. But it only costs 4 grand to lease it. So the field full of beets, we're not going to be able to purchase the beet technology because it's far too expensive. But we can just lease the beet technology to harvest it with, and then we can return it back to the shop again. So that is an option that we have. I'm actually going to go to harvesters. If we go to beet technology, you can see these are the biggest beet machines. They're going to get the job done the fastest, and the leasing cost is a little bit more for these. You can see that's 19 grand, so that would use up probably all of our remaining money, but this is going to get it done a lot faster. So that's something that we have to weigh up. This only has a 3 meter working width. This has a we do actually have to have the header for that though. So this is the Panther 2. So this works in conjunction with this thing, and this actually only has 2.7 meter working width, which is actually smaller, so that's not actually worth it. So this seems to be the biggest one, and that works with the Terra DOS T440. So if we go to that, the leasing cost for that is 22 grand. That's got the biggest header on, and it's a pretty big machine. That it's going to get the job done quickly, but it's a big machine. So I think we're actually better off just going for this, the Rooster 604. It's got a 3 meter working width, but you know what? It's pretty cheap to lease. It's 5 grand to lease it, and we can get a worker on this, get the trailer beside. We can soon clear that field up, I'm sure. But that's about it at the moment. There's not a whole lot more we can do, so we're going to speed time up. That's how we make the plants grow. Typical, the only time I forget to mute my phone. So while we wait for it to turn night time, I'm just going to check this. There we are. So I think it's from 8 o'clock in game that we can sleep. Yeah, you can see we're not tired at the moment. So far it's not growing. It's fertilized 100%. There we go. A field does not usually do that, but it's a pretty big field actually. It started growing, and if we just walk over to our other field, that should also have started growing as well. Now we should have actually fertilized this other field, but you know what, we're just going to leave it. It's our first harvest. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Can we sleep? Yes, we can sleep. So we'll sleep for 14 hours, and you can see there, times 5,000 speed, it just speeds time up a load, and basically skips the night. It's a really good feature, because the night in Farming Sim it can take forever sometimes, so it's absolutely brilliant. This has nearly finished growing. Let's have a look what stage of growth these are up to. They are almost in the final stage of growing, so we'll leave it on 120 for now. I want to go and check if the fertilizer actually has fertilizer in it, or whether that's something we need to purchase. I feel like it's something that we're going to need to purchase. But let's have a look. Yeah, that's what I thought. We don't have anything in there. But I think on them rack things just around the corner we do have some fertilizer, so we might as well put the fertilizer in there while we're actually waiting and get this thing filled up. I think these are fertilizer in here. It does have fertilizer in the seed drill, but that's only going to give us 50% fertilized, so we need to then... Oh, this is actually a lime spreader. I didn't even realize. So we can do fertilizer, and also we need to lime the field. So once we've harvested it, we then have to lime it. So this is for fertilizer and lime, but we're going to use it for lime. So that's not actually something I've done yet in Farming Sim 19. I've never really bothered with the lime thing, but it increases your yield, so you know what? We've got the machine, we might as well use it. We've also got some free lime, so we might as well spread it on. It's not a big deal to do that. We can set a worker off doing it if we really want to. But let's have a look how our crop is doing. The wheat is not too far off now. I think that's probably on the final stage of growth, looking at the height. Yeah, you can see it's fertilized 50%. You can see in the bottom right corner there. So if we fertilize it again, then we would have 100% fertilized. It increases yield, but you know what, for this harvest we're not going to bother with that. So yeah, they are definitely in the final stages of growth now, so we will we'll leave those going, and actually we're going to go and get the combine ready for harvesting. Actually I think we'll do the beets first. We'll do the beet. So if we go on the shop, beet technology, this is what we need. We need to lease this. This requires 185 horsepower, so we need to lease a big tractor for this as well. If we're going large tractors, it was 180 something horsepower that we needed, so we need something with quite a bit of horsepower, something that's probably a bit too big. You know what, we could lease this. It's a silver Lamborghini that Will was on about. That's got 224 horsepower. Leasing price is 10 grand. Yeah, we'll go for that, why not? There you go, Will, we've featured your Lamborghini in the video. There it is, look. So let's get this back to the farm. I hope this is going to be powerful enough. I'll blame Will if it's not. This tractor looks a lot smaller than this machine. So I'm just going to hope that this is enough. It's over the horsepower it said, so we should be good. And put the lights on. Oops. Ooh. I will also sleep when we get back to the farm, just so we're not harvesting at night time. I know you would actually harvest at night time because it's the highest sugar yield, but you know what, in Farming Sim it's a game that's not really that important. It doesn't actually make a difference in the game. It does in real life, but in the game it doesn't. So we're gonna just do it in the day because it's a lot easier doing it in the day when we can actually see. And I'm also going to have to guess where the entrance to the farm is. Is it this one? No, it's not there. It's a little bit further because I can't actually see. There we go. We do have some lights, which is nice. I'll leave those on full beam actually. And we'll park over here ready to go when the morning comes. So for now, we're going to sleep. That should take us to about 10 o'clock in game. Oh, it's actually taking us a little bit too far, but that's fine. We can just put this back to real time now, so it goes nice and slowly. And if we have a look on the map, it should be now ready for harvesting. Yeah, that's ready for harvesting. Remove tops, that's something we have to do. I've never done sugar beet before, so I know I'm just driving over them. This is going to be a little bit interesting. I don't know even if we're doing the right thing here. We might not even be doing right. I think there's another stage before this. It says we have to remove the tops, and I think this just removes the plants from the ground. But I'm just going to give this a go. If I do that, does it do anything? No, it does not. So if we pipe in, we'll turn off the harvester. We actually need to remove the tops first. Now, how we do that, I have absolutely no idea. Before sugar beets can be harvested, the foliage needs to be removed with a topper. Okay, so we can lease this. I think we can just put this on the top of on the front of a tractor. Rooster 406. Oh, so we can just put this. Yeah, what we can do is put this on the front of the tractor and have that trailer thing on the back. So I probably should have read up on that first, but you know what? It's fine. We're going to go and get it from the shop now. Let's go in cab. Let's have a look inside the Lamborghini. It's quite nice inside. It's a Lamborghini after all. It's pretty fast as well. It's 40 miles an hour on in a Lambo. Well, in a Lambo that's not really that fast. In a Lamborghini tractor, it's probably alright. I don't know what the fastest Lamborghini tractor they make, but I know the fastest tractor at the moment is the JCB Fast Track. I think it's like the M8 or something. That was clocked at 108 miles an hour. It's the fastest tractor at the moment. It used to be Top Gear's tractor, or the Tractor, whatever you want to call it. And then before that, it was actually the it was the Valtra, some Valtra I can't remember the name of. We do actually have that tractor in Farming Sim, the Valtra thingy series. I don't know what series it is. But yeah, it actually does do like 80 odd miles an hour, which is pretty fast on a tractor. In Farming Sim terms, that is going to be absolutely taking off on any little bump that you hit. So, yeah. Right. We've got this topper thingy now on the front. So let's have another go. These trees here are right in the way. Right. If we go to lower topper, turn on topper, I don't think we're going to have enough thingy for this, honestly. I have a feeling we're not going to have enough horsepower to power this. We seem to be alright. Yeah, we're going okay. So we do have enough horsepower. It is extracting the beets out of the ground, so we have to cut the stalk bit off first, or the foliage as they call it, and then the rest of the machine, the thing on the back, sort of sucks them out of the ground. So this is definitely a really cool thing. I would love to get into sugar beets, and I think potatoes works like very similar. I've never really done it in Farming Sim before. I've never really got into the sugar beets or anything like that properly. So definitely that is something I'd like to get into. I'm going to hire a worker just so we can grab the John Deere and we'll put the trailer on the back. I'm aware we're driving across our field, but it'll be fine. Well, we can actually drive just up here, straight into the farm, which is nice. Oh, we don't actually own this part. Oh, I think this is for the horses? Or cows or something? Alpha thingy has got a full grain tank, I think. That's no problem, we're going to get the trailer now. Oops, we uncooked that a little bit. Yeah, I think that was cows or horses or something up there. So that's good, that's right by the farm, that's handy. If it's cows, that's really good. I think it's cows, or it might be sheep even. Cows, sheep, or horses. I'm hoping it's cows. I don't know. Right, we're going to grab the trailer. We can actually set the cruise control to the speed of the beet harvester as well. And then I think in the next episode I will try and get this field harvested off screen, and then in the next episode we'll get this one planted up and we'll harvest the other field. So I'm actually going to be driving on the crops here, but that'll be absolutely fine. got crop destruction off, so it's not a problem. And there we go, all of our nice beets are going into the trailer there. Try and get a nice even spread of beets in the trailer. I don't know what the cruise control is going to be. I think about 6 should be right. Yeah, 6 is perfect. Actually 6 is a little bit too fast. Yeah, 5 seems to be about right. He doesn't seem to want to... he seems to be turning quite early. I don't know why that is. Whatever he doesn't pick up, I can do manually. It's not an issue. Just seems to be turning. I mean, like, you've got the whole end section here. But I don't know. That lifts upwards. Gotta be mindful of that. There we go. Let's get ahead a little bit. There we go. We are cruising along nicely there. We can knock the cruise control up a little bit, just so we're keeping level with him. I think it is actually about 6 miles an hour. He seems to stop dead early though. He stops there. Well, he's actually gone right to the end this time, although he's lifted the thing up at the back. I don't quite know what's going on there. But anyway, thank you very much for watching today's live stream. I hope you have enjoyed. It has been a little bit boring because we've not been doing a whole lot, but we've set up with all our equipment now. We've got some decent equipment on the farm now. We've also found where a few things are on the map. Also, the brand new Anderson Farmer Pack has come out for Farming Sim 19, so if you own Farming Sim 19, definitely make sure you download that because it's a really cool add-on pack. And if you're new to the Mulderworm Gaming channel, then make sure you like the video if you have enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. I'm streaming every Sunday from 4 till 6, so if you want to join us for that, then make sure you ring that bell notifications so you'll be notified when I start streaming. Also follow me on social media because I post typically about half an hour before I'm going to start streaming, so you guys can be notified every time I upload. But that's it for today's video. We've been setting up our farm on Farming Sim 19 for our Let's Play series. This has been episode 1. There's going to be a lot more episodes to come, so I hope you can join us for those. I don't know what we're going to be streaming next week, so make sure you keep an eye out on my social media this week. But thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.